Avoda in ancient Hebrew means work, worship, and serve. It was one word that meant the same thing. There was no compartmentalization or work-life balance. It was all avoda. And today I'm going to share a personal story with you. It was a Friday night dinner with Dad this last Friday night. Just having a regular conversation, but it led to a major breakthrough in self-awareness, in handling tough situations, emotional situations. Stay with me till the end, and I'll share my 3-step process in order to help you develop your self-awareness capacity. I'm Luke Fry, and I was the first franchisee of Image First. We started Image First Cincinnati in 1998. And in 2018, Image First was bought by a private equity firm. And we sold our franchise back to the corporate office. At the time, we were doing over $2.5 million in annual revenue. My mission is to help my clients ensure the best opportunity for success through franchise. It's true. We don't control our first thought. But when you become self-aware and your capacity in that attribute grows, you do control your second thoughts and your subsequent actions. So Dad and I are at dinner Friday night. We're at Sullivan's. It's snowing outside. It's beautiful January Friday. And one of the things that I've been working on when we have our conversations is to find one particular new nugget piece of information in the stories that he tells. And I just love the fact that he's able to tell the stories. But last Friday, he started going a little bit dark, and he was drumming up some of his regrets. And a little bit further into the conversation, he started asking me about mine. And this was a conversation that we had had just a couple of weeks ago. That I don't like to look back on the mistakes I've made and look at them as regrets. I look back on past mistakes and try and learn from them, move on, and there's nothing I can do to change it. But then it dawned on me as the emotion the defensiveness welled up in me, a little bit of anger welled up in me, and it dawned on me that Dad doesn't remember that conversation. His short-term memory's been compromised through his health issues in his later years. So I probably talked a little bit more firmly than usual, but I repeated the conversation after feeling bad initially when he reminded me that he doesn't remember that conversation. 3 things that you can do to help increase your self-awareness capacity in any situation is number 1, recognize the emotion when it hits you. You can't stop the emotion. You can't stop the first thought. You can control your second thoughts and subsequent actions. Let that emotion wash over you and then recognize it. And the sooner you can recognize it and not go down the rabbit hole, the easier it is to switch gears and to change in midstream. Number 2, identify what that emotion is. Anger, in my case, a little bit of anger, but mostly defensiveness and frustration in the fact that this was the second time having the conversation with him in 2 weeks. That was my fault for missing the cue. And then number 3 is once you've recognized your emotion, you've identified what it is and the best course of action afterwards, choose the higher level response. Choose the higher level response. Let the emotion drain away and just reply as if it was meant in good spirits. Thank you for watching this episode of The Successful Franchisee's Beautiful View. If you found anything interesting, please leave a comment. And at the very least, like, subscribe, and share to my channel so you get updates on leadership conversations each week, along with the interesting interviews for guests that I bring on. Stay safe and win every day.